It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you stopping by. Today I'm doing one on everyone's favorite character, the actor that played everyone's favorite character, Warren Ferguson. This is on Jack Burns and 7 things you never knew about Jack Burns. This man is an interesting cat and has done a lot of stuff. We'll start with, they started out in a duo with George Carlin. George Carlin remains one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. He honed his craft in the early 1960s, working alongside Burns. They first met working at a radio station in Fort Worth, Texas in '59. A year later, the twosome recorded an album, Burns and Carlin, at the Playboy Club Tonight, which was not released until '63. Oh, and it was not recorded at the Playboy Club, rather in a joint called Cosmo Alley. But that's just a small taste of the sly humor Burns would ply throughout his career. His partnership with Avery Schreiber slayed as well. By the time at the Playboy Club Tonight was released, Burns and Carlin was amicably split to pursue separate careers. Carlin began his climb as a solo act, while Burns paired with another comedy mind, Avery Schreiber, a shaggy physical force most boomers might remember from Doritos commercials. The two sharpened their routines on the stage at Second City in Chicago. A decade later, after numerous guest spots on variety shows, the two earned their own series, the Burns and Schreiber Comedy Hour, which aired in the summer of '73. He was a voice on a significant Hanna-Barbera cartoon. There was just one primetime animated TV series to stay on air for longer than a single season between the Flintstones and the Simpsons, just one. It was not the Jetsons nor Johnny Quest. It was the forgotten Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. From '72 to '74, Hanna-Barbera's spoof of All in the Family, Burns voiced the pesky neighbor Ralph in 46 episodes. He was the head writer for the Muppets. By '77, Burns had transitioned to more of a behind-the-camera career. Notably, he landed a gig as the head writer and producer of the first season of the Muppets. He then co-wrote the Muppet movie with Jerry Jewell, who would take over the reins as head writer on The Muppet Show. He was also the head writer of Hee Haw. Yep, Burns contributed his pen to the corn-pone humor of Hee Haw as well. Just goes to show that he could have done the real comedy of Andy Griffith given the chance. In fact, the country sketch comedy series gave Burns the chance to return to Mayberry and Away. The show featured a recurring skit called Goober's Garage, featuring George Lindsay playing his popular character. Burns popped up in a few of the skits as a city slicker, trying to pull one over on old Goob. He fought Andy Caufman in one of TV's wildest moments. Kicking off in 1980, Fridays was ABC's answer to Saturday Night Live. Friday's cast was stronger at the time in hindsight, as it showcased Seinfeld talents Larry David and Michael Richards. Burns, meanwhile, was the announcer and head writer for the sketch comedy program. The late night show is best remembered for an incident with guest host Andy Caufman. In one scene, Caufman breaks the fourth wall and quits on the skit, claiming he can't act stoned. This irks the cast members, and the conversation gets heated. As props are thrown, Burns jumps on the stage and yells, "Bobby, go to commercial, man." He then charges at Caufman. The audience gasps in shock. Of course, it was all stage, as we now know, but Caufman was it, real or not, brand of comedy, kept viewers guessing for years. He was a crash test dummy in a series of public service announcements. For more than a decade, the U.S. Department of Transportation informed TV viewers, you learn a lot from a dummy. It was the government's campaign to get drivers and passengers to buckle up in automobiles. The ads featured 2 talking crash test dummies, Vince and Larry. Burns voiced Vince. Around the same time, Burns also voiced Sid the Squid on Animaniacs. The guy had a real good career. I mean, he was kind of upset when he got fired from Andy, and who could blame him? But he made a good career for himself. And a very talented man, very funny. Again, as I've said unsaid, hadn't they tried to put him as a deputy, he would have made a great contribution to the Andy Griffith Show, in my opinion. I thought he was great. I know most of you don't, but I did. So there you go. That's all I got for you. Please don't forget to check out Classic Real Comedies, Facts and Trivia. It's on Andy Griffith's first appearance on television. in the 1950s. And it kind of inspired Gomer Pyle, USMC. It was not the movie No Time for Sergeants. It was not. Check it out. You'll be surprised, and because I had no idea that he did this on TV. And then we got classic TV facts of trivia before MASH. 7 stars, and what they did prior to being cast on MASH. Normally we do what they did after. Now we're doing what they did before. Classic rock country music facts and trivia is on a one-sided poker game. That's why Merle Haggard and Waylon Jennings were never friends. Faith and Entertainment, it's a 2-parter. Part 1 today is on rock stars. Say when they become a Christian. And it's pretty interesting because some of them might, actually some of them really surprise you. Surprised me. If you want to check that out, please subscribe here. Please like this video. You guys have a great day as always. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.